guys, Kinnick here. Going to make a video today about switching from console to PC. It's a pretty hot topic for some people as it's quite a difficult decision to make. I was completely ignorant of anything to do with PCs when I started thinking about it probably about 5 months ago. I didn't know anything, and when I looked into buying a PC, nothing made any sense to me. I didn't understand what anything meant or what I was looking at, and to be honest, the price can seem pretty daunting. When you look at buying PCs off pre-built websites, they always advertise sort of monstrous beast PCs that cost like £1,000 or £2,000, and they tend to keep fairly quiet about the more budget options that they have available. So I'm going to talk about some of the things that I've discovered along the way and try and give some useful pointers for anyone who's going through the same sort of decision-making process that I was a few months ago. First off, I think the most important thing to look at is the price of a PC that will run a game well, and to be quite honest, if you have a look at the minimum specs of Battlefield 1 and Rainbow Six, which I did, you can cobble together a PC that will run them perfectly well for about £400 to £500. You can knock a bit off as well if you can get hold of a copy of Windows off a family member, or maybe you already own one, and that'll knock about £80 to £100 off as well. I would say that although it's a bit more expensive than a console, you can really make savings regarding the cost of games. If you have a look at the comparison between things on the Xbox Live Store and on a website like G2A, where you can get the codes for Steam and so on to buy games, the price difference is absolutely enormous. If you buy Battlefield 4 Premium on Xbox, it's £49 still, even after all these years. If you get it off G2A, you save £19. Rainbow Six, it's £29 on Xbox, but on PC I've seen it as low as £13, so that's over 50% saving as well. The biggest one I found for a big name title is GTA 5. Now on Xbox Live, that's still £54 amazingly, but if you buy that off G2A, it's only £21. And to be quite honest, over the whole course of a year of gaming, you will probably make your money back on the extra money you spent on a PC. One of the things that I like as well is just the customizability of a PC. If you want to make it a unbelievably amazing 4K setup with sort of dual graphics cards and so on, you can spend the money to do that. And if you want to stay current with games, but you don't need to be smashing out huge frames per second all the time in really high resolution, you can do that, and it's probably about as cheap as buying a console every few years, to be quite honest, once you've made the initial investment of getting the PC. Now, if you're sort of not sure what you're looking at when it comes to performance on PC parts, some of the best resources can be found on YouTube. Linustechtips is a great channel. Jayztwocent is another really good channel that I recommend. I'll link those in the description below. They exhaustively test all sorts of different setups, the latest equipment and more budget options. I believe Linus even does a sort of version of Scrap Heap Challenge, which is pretty entertaining, to be quite honest. They're very, very skilled PC builders, and if you want good opinions on what you need to do when building a PC, they are really good places to get started. They exhaustively test different types of cooling, different setups of graphics cards, different processors, all kinds of things like that, and they are really, really good places to go if you're not sure what you're looking for. If you're looking for really, really budget options, the best place to have a look is a channel called Random Gaming HD. The guy sometimes builds his PCs out of parts that cost him pence. I've seen a PC build for less than £1 that he's done on there that will actually run some games. So if you're a bit more budget conscious, that is a great place to start as well. I'll also link that one in the description below. It's very important to bear in mind when you're shopping around for a PC what you're actually going to be using it for and what you want out of it. If you want the games to look better than they do on a console and run at 60 frames per second, then you really don't need to spend a huge amount of money to achieve this. Processors are generally not that important for gaming performance, so you can get a fairly low-end one and achieve everything that you want. Graphics cards, if you're only going to be playing at 1080p, you can really go for some of the cheaper options, and they'll do everything that you want them to do, and your games will look absolutely fine. The step up to 4K and beyond is a huge step up in terms of price. You'll need to spend an extra couple of £100 on your graphics card. You'll need to spend an extra £100 to £150 on your monitor as well. So if you're budget conscious, then you probably just want to stick at 1080p. To be quite honest though, with switching over from console, they can only do 1080p anyway, so you're going to see a marked improvement in how your games look without really spending that much more money. A really good website to have a look at for comparing parts and their actual speed and performance is a site called CPU Boss. It has a sister site called GPU Boss, which is entirely for graphics cards, and on there you can really have a look at the different price points and compare the different cards, how fast they are. It's got all the different variations of graphics cards and all the different types of CPUs, so you can really compare what's worth getting, what you'll get for your money. They even have a sort of value to performance comparison for every single card, so you can see how they're ranked in order of what bang you'll get for your buck. Ultimately, if you found this video useful, then please do give it a like. I hope that I managed to unmuddy the waters a little bit for you and give you some really good pointers as to where to look and what places to get your information and advice from. If you've enjoyed the video, do give me a like. I would really appreciate that. I'm trying to hit the epic milestone of 10 subscribers at the moment, so any support would be hugely appreciated.